YouTube Rookies is here with me, and we're both top tier. It is Constellar. We got Cog with it in 42 wins. This deck is crazy. This is not even the new support. We're getting Cadecus in a few days. I'll briefly talk about what that card's going to do for the deck, but the skill is absolutely crazy. Let's go over the deck list. So if you're wondering why we don't play 3 Sombra, it's not because it's not optimal. We're on a budget account. We need the third one, but you could definitely get away with 2. We definitely showed that off. So what are we playing? Well, first of all, I know you're going to look at the deck and you're going to say, but Sean, these are not all level 4 monsters. Don't you want rank 4s and rank 5s and level 6s? You don't need it, and I'm going to go over, first of all, let me go over the skill first. You can understand how this deck goes. So the skill Constellar Union does quite a few things. You reveal a Constellar in your hand to send 2 Constellar monsters from your deck to the graveyard. If you exceed summon a Constellar monster during this duel, you could treat it as a level 3 to 6 monster. So first of all, this is an Exceed Galaxy on crack. You send 2 Constellars right away from the deck to the graveyard. Now, if you exceed summon a Constellar monster during this duel, after you do that, you have to use the first part of the skill to get any other effects in the skill. So you have to use that first part first. However, if you exceed summon a Constellar monster, you can treat it as any level 3 to 6 monster. So if you have a level 5 Constellar and a level 2, you can treat those as both level 5s. It's insane. So they can be basically any level you want from 3 to 6. And also, if you normal summon a Constellar monster, you can normal summon it without tributing, which is insane. And I'm going to go over why. Also, the only catch is you can only special summon Constellar monsters during this duel. The turn you use the skill, excluding the extra deck. So the extra deck is off limits. You could still link, you can still exceed into whatever. But yeah. Okay. So basically, we're gonna start by going over the play starter. The main play starter is Sombra. So basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna reveal this or this and dump 2 Constellars from your deck to the grave. Now, if you open up Sombra, what you will do, if you open up your Sombra already, you're gonna dump your Polox and you're gonna dump your Zubin Shmali. So that's generally the turn 1 you want to focus on. So if you open up Sombra, you dump your Polox, you dump your Zubin Shmali, and then you can use Sombra's effect. So what Sombra does is, while this is on the field, while this card is on the field, it was sent there this turn, you can normal summon a Constellar for a tribute. That doesn't really come on. It's the second effect that really does. You can banish 1 Constellar monster in your graveyard, then target a Constellar in your graveyard. Add that target to your hand, and if you do, this card gains that effect. Normal summon 1 additional Constellar monster. Okay, so basically, if you have Sombra on the field, you have 2 Constellars, you're going to banish the one you don't want to add, and then add the one you do want to add, so like your Zubin Shmali. So you would end up banishing your Polox to add your Zubin Shmali, and then, because the skill allows you to normal summon without a tribute, you normal summon your Zubin Shmali. And because when making a Constellar, you don't care about the levels, only Constellars only, you make Pilates. So you make your Pilates, and this card is absolutely insane. Also, when you summon the Zubin Shmali, add any Constellar from your deck to your hand. So you can add a Sombra, you can add Rashalag, which I'll talk about in a second while you're playing this. And this is free to play. This card's completely free. So you add your Constellar from your deck to your hand, and then you make your Pilates. Now, this card is a bundle card. You should get it. You can get it with gems, and it's absolutely insane. Rank 5, 2 level 5 light monsters. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card, then target 1 card in the field and return it to your hand. So, you quick effect, return any card on the field to their hand. So if you go up against Jubel, bounce their Kluger, bounce their Ultimate Nightmare. If you go up against Ten Yi, if they don't have a Mapora in the graveyard, you can bounce their Link. It can be very, very strong, or if they don't have the field in play. Also, if you go up against Rocket, if they open up a couple of Rocket, if they open up a not Tracer or Quick Launch, and they summon their Rocket, activate Boot Sector Launch, you can bounce the Boot Sector, and then they don't get to summon. So this card is very powerful. Bounces to the deck, bounces any card in the field during either player's turn. Very, very good. So it's like a Pulse on legs. Extremely good. It's a limit 1 for a reason. Now, the other card in Stellars we play 1 copy of Omega. This card is very powerful because you can catch your opponent slipping if they're not looking for 2 level 4s. You go ahead and you Exceed summon into this. And then Omega makes it so all your Constellars are unaffected by spell and traps this turn. So that means the whole turn, not by one spell or trap. So this is like a crack Forbidden Lance. So not by like one spell or trap effect, but by spell and trap effects that turn. So if your opponent doesn't chain another spell or trap to Omega's activation to deal with it, then you're completely unaffected for the rest of the turn, which is really, really powerful. So think of it as like an extremely powerful Forbidden Lance. Now, on top of that, we're running Constellar Plutonium M7, and like you said, 4, 5, whatever level you want to make your Constellars with, you can make your M7. Now, M7 is an powerful Constellar. It can also be Exceed Summon by placing it on top of a Constellar. You rarely ever do that. But what's really good about this is that once per turn, you can detach a material, add one card from either place graveyard to your hand, or bounce one card in the field back to the hand. So this is really good against Jubel if you want to get aggressive on turn 3. This card is fantastic. You go ahead and you summon out your Sombra, and then this time you add back your Polox, and your Polox normal summons into another Constellar, and then you can go for over 4k damage with your Plutonium M7 bouncing your monster. So overall, very, very good. Also, you need to keep in mind your Pleiades can bounce back row. Now, the rest of the extra deck, we're running Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. This is just really good for a Utopia pack. It's just to swing over something like a Berserker with like Chthonic protection in the graveyard. Just to get to over 5k when we need to. And then Borreload and Phoenix. Now, the main deck, other than that, we are running MST and Triple Lance. So that when we go second, we can deal with back row. Book of Moon is really, really good as well. Also, Lance is really good going second against Jubel because if they summon Neos, or they have a fusion on the field, like they summon Jubel in the Neos fusion, we can Lance their fusion, and then after we Lance the fusion, then we can go ahead and play around Super Poly as well. MST is just good for additional back row removal. Feel free to play more back row removal if you want to. I was running these 4. On top of that, we're running 3 Book of Moon, 2 copies of Crackdown, 1 Cabals, 2 Warning Point, just as our tech cards. Crackdown's also really good because, again, if you are making a 4, 5, or a 6, and you take their level 4, 5, or 6, then you can use their monster to help make a Constellar. So, for example, if you steal, like, one of their level 4s, make your Constellars, no matter the level you have. If you steal one of their level 5, you can make a Pilates. If you make M7, you take a level 6 they have, you can make M7. So you can even use their monsters for crackdown material if it comes up. Or just link it off, whatever you want to do. With that being said, let's get into a few replays. And yeah, let's get into some awesome replays here. Oh, YouTube. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not it. This is not it. Yeah. Alright, that one's old. Okay. One more thing I need to discuss with you guys. Hey! Wow, West. So we're here on stream. But one more thing I need to discuss with you guys is our skill here. I mean, one more thing is a card in here that I didn't go over, that I forgot. And that is Constellar Rashalag. So this card allows you to tribute this card and special summon a Constellar from hand or grave. So basically, this card, if you saw this card come up, if you open up your Rashalag and you don't have a Sombra, you can activate your skill, dump Sombra, then normal summon Rashalag. Rashalag tributes itself to add Sombra back to hand. And then you can then go activate your Sombra, banish your Rashalag, add back your Zubin Shmali. So that works that way too. And also, if you don't know what Pollux does, Pollux is basically Ritual Beast Tamer Elder. Works in the same way. When you normal summon it, you can normal summon additional normal Constellar during this turn. And then you have Zubin Shmali. This card on summon adds a Constellar from your deck to your hand. So, like I said, if you open up Rashalag, what you're going to do is you're going to reveal this, dump your Sombra, and then dump your Zubin Shmali. And then what you do is you tribute your Rashalag, summon back your Sombra. Sombra banishes Rashalag, adds back the Zubin Shmali. Then you're going to activate Sombra's second effect to gain the additional normal summon. Summon your Zubin Shmali, add another Sombra or Rashalag. Make a level rank 5 into Pallades. So that's what you do. Deku, what's up? And if you have Pollux and you open up, let's say Pollux and Zubin Shmali, you just go Pollux, activate the skill, dump 2. Summon Pollux, summon Zubin Shmali, make your rank 5. Okay, that's what I needed to talk to you about. Okay, now, the other card we're getting down the line is called Cadecus, which we will be doing another conclave, so expect another Constellar video and another live stream, which we will be cogging with that. Cadecus is very, very powerful. It allows us to search any Constellar spell or trap. So I'm going to tell you the spell you're going to be searching right now, and we have it in the game. And it can special summon itself when you have a Constellar monster. The card you'll be searching is Constellar Star Chart. Now you can also search Constellar Star Cradle as well, because of the way the skill works. This might be a card you may want to search with potentially combo potential. So you can either search your Star Cradle or your Star Chart, and then either go off that way. So these are two cards you may want to search because of the way the nature of the skill works. So a combo potentially with Cadecus could be normal summoning out your Pollux, special summoning your Cadecus, searching out your Star Cradle. Star Cradle allows you to add back 2, and then you can add back your Sombra and then do something else with that, potentially. And then end on 2 rank 4s that way, just by having 2 cards in your hand. So that could be something you can potentially do as well, depending on what you want to do with that. So, yeah. My boy Valk is here. Okay. So, YouTube, thank you. I don't want to make this over 20 minutes long, because I want to keep you guys nice and short for Duel Links. And appreciate it. Thank you. See you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Please, I am dead close to partner on YouTube. Thank you. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye, YouTube.